Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I am going to be comparing two blushes. So just recently I tried the new Kosas Blush is Life blush, and I said in that video that this one kind of reminded me of the Milani baked blush, which I love. So I wanted to compare the two, try them out side by side, see what's similar, see what's different, and see which one I think is more worth your money. So I wanted to, of course, bring you guys along with me for that. So before we get started on this, please give this video a big thumbs up for me, and please subscribe to my channel. Say it all the time, but guys, if you love anything self-tan, makeup, life, home decor related, then please make sure that you are subscribed and not missing out. You get 3 videos a week and you're helping me out, so thank you so much if you do. But if you want to see me compare these two blushes, stay tuned for the rest of the video. Alright guys, we could just jump right in because I'm really excited to try these both out side by side and see what they do for me differently, similarly, and see which one I think is better. So I have them both pulled up on the websites. I'm just gonna summarize some details and then we're gonna try them out. So the first one that I have pulled up is Kosas. It's the Blush is Life Baked Talc-Free Dimensional and Brightening Blush. So this one goes for $29. I would say standard pricing for like a Sephora type priced blush. And then I have the shade Blissed. So this is a warm peachy pink. There's 0.16 ounces in this product. It has a radiant finish. It's obviously a powder. It has hyaluronic acid. It's clean at Sephora. It's supposed to be a clean, silky smooth, talc-free powder blush baked with squalane and hyaluronic acid in dimensional color duos for a healthy flush of color. And I can tell you, it really does that. It looks like just a very healthy flush of color. So it's supposed to be easy to use, easy to wear, give you this like alive look, and it's supposed to be soft and smooth and melt into your skin to look seamless and radiant. And then it's not supposed to give me any harsh lines. And then Milani Baked Blush. It's a radiant powder blush. I have the shade Dolce Pink, which I would also say is like a peachy pink. I think Milani has 9 shades, Kosas has 8, so pretty much on the same wavelength there. And then this Milani blush is 0.12 ounces, so it's a little bit less than the Kosas blush, but Milani is $10.99. So for basically 11 bucks, which is what? $18 less expensive? Is it 18? No. Whatever, my brain cannot do math today. You get the point. It is like, it's less than the Kosas blush. So the highlights on this one, it is cruelty-free, clean ingredients. It's a radiant powder blush, richly pigmented and ultra buildable. Baked to perfection on Italian terracotta tiles. So it's supposed to allow for a variety of looks from subtle glow to bold beat. Perfect cheeky pop of color for all skin tones. Versatile formula helps shape, contour, or highlight your best features. So it has super fine pigments, supposed to leave a natural wash of color with a luminous soft glow. I feel like the descriptions on these sound very similar, if you ask me. I feel like there's a lot of similarities in just like what these are and what they're supposed to do. The packaging, I feel like I really like both. Kosas is newer, so it just looks a little bit cleaner. I've had the Milani one for a while, but I think both of them are unique in their packaging. I don't really have a preference. I think Kosas feels sturdier and it feels like it's not just gonna like break a little bit better than the Milani one, but other than that, I like the packaging on both of them. And then opening these up so we can see what's inside. Here we go. You can see they look very similar. Like, do you guys see what I was talking about? I would say the only difference, I feel like the Milani Baked Blush has a little more of a glow to it. Like, it has a little more of a shine versus the Kosas one. It doesn't look matte, but it's not as like glowy as the Milani. So that's the only real difference I see. But other than that, I feel like the colors are very similar and everything looks very, very similar. Like the way they stick out of the packagings. Neither of them has a mirror, but the Milani one does come with a little brush. I don't use it. Oh wait, Milani does have a mirror. It's underneath. Okay, so Milani is not as expensive. You get a brush and a mirror that's like hidden. So I do really like that about this product. But let's swatch them. I'm dipping into Kosas first. And now Milani with another finger. All right, I don't know how well you guys can see that, but here's Kosas on the outside by my thumb, and then Milani is next to it. I feel like the color is very, very similar. They're both pigmented. I would say Kosas looks a little bit more pigmented to me, but the Milani one definitely looks a little more like glowy and radiant than the Kosas one does. So I don't know right now which one I prefer. They look color-wise similar, but the finish does look a little bit different, which I'm honestly a little shocked by. So I don't know. We'll see how they look on my face. So I'm gonna do Kosas on my left side and Milani on my right side. I'm gonna apply with two different brushes, and then I'll show you guys the final result and we'll talk details. So let's get started. Okay guys, I am back. So I do see similarities and differences between these, which I think you're gonna find interesting. So here is the Kosas side on my left, and then here is the Milani side on my right. I think both look beautiful. I do want to start by saying I think they both look so pretty. Like I genuinely look and feel like I have like the perfect flush of color on both sides of my face, but I do see a couple differences. I feel like I had mentioned before, I think Kosas is more pigmented. Like I didn't need to dip into the product and then spread it onto my face as much to get this result as I did with Milani. I feel like with Milani I did have to dip in there a little bit more and like keep packing on the product to get even just like a similar amount of color. Not to say one is better than the other, but I do love the flush of color that Kosas is giving me a little bit more. I just feel like it looks more like, I don't know, like feminine, blushy, just like pretty. And then the other thing, I do think obviously that Milani, even on the face, is more radiant. Like it has more of that like highlighty look. It has more of a glow to it. Kosas though, just looking at Kosas compared to Milani, I feel like it still has a nice glow to it. Like it's not matte, it has a little bit of that like highlightery look to it. It's glowing on my face. It's just not as much of a glow as the Milani has. Neither of them is doing anything like special necessarily for my pores. I don't know if you guys could see what I'm seeing. They look the same in that area. They both feel really good. They both look really, really beautiful. I just think the two main differences that I noticed were the Kosas one is more pigmented and it's just a little bit easier to like spread onto your face, a little bit more effortless. And then the Milani has a little bit more of a glow to it. It just took a little bit more work to get this final result. Overall, I feel like they are very, very similar though. And I feel like if you really want like a similar look to Kosas, but you don't want to pay the price, I definitely think the Milani one could pass as a dupe for the Kosas one. You will get a little bit more of that like glow, like I was saying, like a little more of that highlighter-ish look, but they look really similar. Like I feel like, to me, even mixing the two, or even like if I put this on and told you it was Kosas, I feel like you would have believed me. They look similar. Like there are slight differences, but I feel like the Milani Baked Blush could pass as a good dupe for the Kosas. With that being said though, if I had to choose one to keep grabbing for and keep using, and what I see myself grabbing for and using more often, I feel like for me it's gonna be Kosas, just because I liked the things that I had mentioned about this one a little bit more than I do with the Milani. So I would choose Kosas, but I do think Milani is a really good dupe for Kosas. So that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Comment though and let me know what you think. If you agree with me, if you don't agree with me, if you see something that I missed, let me know. Let me know your thoughts and what else you guys want me to review or compare. Give this a huge thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel, but stay tuned and I will see you guys in the next video.